NIH and other federal health agencies propose to collect genetic samples and data from many Americans, up to 500,000 U.S. residents. In order to reflect the diversity of the American population, participants would need to include men, women, and children of all ages who come from every level of society and every ethnic group, who live and work in rural, urban, and suburban areas. In some cases, everyone living in the household might be asked to participate. Someone from the study would explain how the study would be done and what would be involved if a person were to agree to participate over the life of the study, which could go on for 10 or more years. The volunteer would need to sign an informed consent agreeing to participate. An appointment would then be scheduled for each participant to come into a local medical facility, perhaps a community clinic or hospital, for the first visit. At that first visit, volunteers would give researchers a detailed medical history, including information about their diet and lifestyle. They would be asked about possible environmental exposures, such as chemicals or contaminants in their environment, their workplace, or their homes. They would get a complete physical that was appropriate for their age and give a blood sample. Some volunteers might be asked to monitor their environment in more detail by keeping a regular food or exercise diary, or even using a device that could monitor exposure to environmental contaminants. Periodically, perhaps every 6 months to a year, someone from the study would contact the participant to update their medical data with new information about general health, new illnesses, lifestyle or diet changes, and environmental exposures. A second physical exam might be done toward the end of the study. The blood sample and the data collected would be coded before it was sent to the National Institutes of Health. The name of the volunteer would be removed from the sample and data and replaced by a number. The coded blood samples and data from all of the participants would be sent to the National Institutes of Health. There, a genetic analysis would be done on the blood sample. The data from the genetic analysis and the blood would be stored along with all of the other information collected on that person in a databank. Researchers could apply to the NIH to access the coded samples, genetic information, and other medical data in order to study how genes, environment, and lifestyle contribute to health and disease. When they complete their research and publish their findings, these data also would go back into the databank at NIH and become part of the permanent collection of information from this project, thus furthering our understanding of the genetic and environmental contributors to many diseases common in the population.